welcome to Mindless Entertainment. My name is Jesse Milestone, and now that it's been just over a year since The Last Jedi came out, I want to talk about the way in which this movie has fundamentally changed my life. And not just my life. This movie changed a lot. This changed a lot in Hollywood and how the conversations have been going. And the type of the politicized elements in Hollywood. I'd like to talk a little bit about that because I think that Rian Johnson really dicked us a lot harder than we're even giving him credit for. But, I mean, let's address the first point. 1 year later, am I still mad? Hell yes, I am still mad. I can't even express how pissed off thinking about that film still makes me. If you want to go back a year ago, there's a 24-minute review, my initial review. You can see what's going on there. If I let myself, we will get right back to that height. There's nothing lost. There is no feeling. There is no rage that's been lost or diminished over this past year. And part of that is because how I've been treated as a person who disliked The Last Jedi. The Last Jedi, which was an absolutely abysmally horrible film from a filmic standpoint. From just, let's forget any of the stupid politics of it and just look at the basic script. It is a bad script. It is a shitty attempt to rewrite Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi all into one movie, and it fails. It fundamentally and phenomenally fucking fails at both of those objectives. There's some alliteration for you on this Monday. Anyway, it abysmally fails at being, I mean, what at least The Force Awakens, as much as I dislike that film, was a successful copycat of A New Hope. This one isn't even a remotely watchable mash-up remake of the movies that came before it. It is not, by any stretch of the imagination, a good film. And if you are still one of the people out there saying, it's actually a masterpiece and it's so... Shut up! You don't know what the hell you're talking about. Like the movie, fine. You're allowed to have your opinions. But do not for one goddamn second presume to think I am stupid enough, as stupid as you are, to buy that it is a good quality piece of cinema. That there was any talent or mastery that went into writing that garbage-ass script. Do not presume that me or anybody else is that fucking stupid. So, let's get that out of the way. No. And, God, I am somebody, I live, eat, sleep, breathe Star Wars. That has been my life. I mean, look, there's Han Solo watching me while I sleep. This, never tell me the odds, the first quote that went up on my wall, because that quote has gotten me through very difficult periods in my life. Now, when I see someone walking by with a Star Wars shirt, I hesitate before I jump in with, hey, Star Wars. It's no longer a thing where I can just be like, yes, Star Wars. This is the thing we all love and appreciate together. Now, when I try to bond with someone over Star Wars, it's a 50-50 shot that I'm going to get somebody that I commiserate with and feel, and I have positive feelings with, or if I'm going to get someone to fucking fight over the validity of Disney Star Wars. And I don't want to do that. And you know what? Even when I find somebody who's a kindred spirit, it's no longer just about, let me talk about what Star Wars means to me and what it's done for me and how special it's been in my life. Now it's about, look at my pain and suffering. And I usually don't even want to talk about that either. Like, it's great. Yeah, you want to commiserate with me. That's awesome. But I don't want to talk about why Star Wars makes me miserable and how Star Wars makes me miserable. I want to remember why I named my goddamn cats Han Solo and Lando Calrissian. I want to remember why I love Star Wars and why it's one of the most important things to me. And whenever I still hear that opening music and see the opening crawl, I get fucking teary-eyed. Because that's what Star Wars is about. That's what it's always supposed to be about. It's how viscerally and how it affects us. How much it means to us in a good, positive way. It was never supposed to be this ugly, crippled, brutalized, torn apart thing. And I'm so fucking mad. I am enraged that Rian Johnson took that from me. I am still enraged because he ruined one of the greatest things in my life. And then has the goddamn nerve to sit there and act like, oh, it never belonged to you. Like somehow he's the god and authority on Star Wars and he has more of a right to it than I do or you do or anybody else who has feelings and opinions about Star Wars. Nobody has any more right to it than anyone else. We are all entitled to our goddamn relationship with Star Wars. And shame on you, Rian Johnson, and shame on you, Kathleen Kennedy, for ever suggesting otherwise. So yeah, I'm still mad. All right, and the other thing that I alluded to in the beginning, why it's so stupid, what Rian Johnson did, he cashed in on the political climate. If you look pre-Star Wars, yes, Hollywood has always been politicized. Hollywood has always had those elements in it. But this whole narrative that, oh, you didn't like this movie because you're afraid of women and you hate women and all that nonsense, that narrative was that got its claws into the mainstream because Rian Johnson and Star Wars, right? This idea, I mean, it started a little bit with Abrams and The Force Awakens, but this narrative that, oh, you didn't like this movie because you're a racist was solidified, or sexist or a bigot. This was solidified by Rian Johnson. He did this to us because he did it on a platform as big as Star Wars. That has now permeated all of film culture right now. Like, he brought that conversation into the forefront. We can blame him for all of that bullshit that's happening right now. That is on you, Ryan Roundhead stupid ass Johnson. That is fucking on you, you asshole. So yeah, I mean look at everything that's happened since, and look at movies that haven't gotten made because, oh, the main actor wasn't this or that or the other. Look at Ruby Rose deleting her goddamn Twitter because she wasn't gay enough, which is absurd, or she was a too famous gay person to play Batwoman. I mean, screw you, leftist asshole Hollywood. I mean, this is coming from someone who grew up being like, I am on the left of things. Like, I don't know what I am anymore. Thanks, Rian Johnson, because you're partially responsible for that too, for just my total, like, feeling like a person without a country and someone who doesn't belong anywhere, right? So there's a couple good things that came of this film. My YouTube channel, it had 67 subscribers when I first made my review of The Last Jedi, and now here I am at over 15,000, and I'm appreciative of every single one of you who probably never would have found me if not for that. I mean, it's like a catch-22. It's like, wow, we all felt this great catharsis because I yelled a bunch, but like, we shouldn't have had to. We should have, you should have found my YouTube channel because I was saying, oh my god, we're all so surprised at how well Disney Star Wars handled, the new Star Wars films, and we could all talk about that together in happiness and love and harmony. That's what I would have preferred. But you know what? This is a great outlet for my yelling, so I guess thanks for that. Thanks for the fucking, tears I get to cry publicly for all you people because Rian Johnson ruined my experience with one of my relationship with one of my favorite things in the world. So yeah, woo for that. Yeah, we can look at the good things. I mean, amazing things have happened this year from my channel. I've learned, honestly, the best thing that's happened is that Rian Johnson pushed me further away from my previously held ideas and paradigms and pushed me into a place where I listened to more people. This past year, I have listened to more people with completely different opinions, with polar opposite perspectives, politically, socially, whateverly, than I ever have before. So thanks, Rian Johnson, because of your stupid closed-mindedness, you've actually forced me to become a more open-minded person. So thank you for that. Thank you and the narrow-minded, head-up-their-ass Chuck Wendigs of the world for helping the rest of us gain a little bit more perspective because of your utter lack of perspective. So thanks for that. Thanks for helping to give a voice to the rational people in the world who will never stop standing against you and the crap that you pulled. So thanks for that, I guess. The Last Jedi. Anyway, I am going to collapse if I keep going because I'm just going to get ramped back up and that just leads to wonderful things and I have to go to work. So I just wanted to check in 1 year later and let you guys know, yeah, I still hate The Last Jedi. No, I haven't forgiven you, Rian Asshole Johnson, for what you did. And that's where we're at and we'll keep moving forwards. Thank you guys for everyone who's been here, part of my channel since then. Since the beginning or who just found it today. Thank you guys, all of you, for being a part of this amazing community and never stop speaking your mind. Never stop standing up for what you believe in. It doesn't matter how many people tell you you're wrong or how powerful the people are who tell you you're wrong. If you believe that something is right, you fucking fight for it. I don't care what it costs you, and that's what I'm doing, so yay. All right, good talk. See you soon.